The Silent War on Wounds: A History of Forced Sterilization. In 2020, a whistleblower exposed that immigrant women held at an ICE detention center in Georgia were undergoing hysterectomies they didn't consent to. Some didn't even understand what was being done to them, only that they couldn't have children anymore. It sounded like something from another time, but it wasn't, and it wasn't the first time. In the early 1900s, America embraced the pseudoscience of eugenics, the belief that society could be improved by breeding out undesirable traits. Those traits included poverty, mental illness, criminality, and non-whiteness. In 1927, the Supreme Court ruled in Buck v. Bell that sterilizing people without their consent was constitutional. Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes wrote, "3 generations of imbeciles are enough." That ruling has never been overturned. Between the 1930s and 1970s, over 60,000 people were sterilized in the U.S. under state eugenics laws. In North Carolina, black women were sterilized at 3 times the rate of white women. Many were teenagers, told it was birth control. In California, Latina women, some as young as 20, were sterilized without consent while giving birth at public hospitals in the 1960s and 70s. One nurse simply said, "Poor people should not be having children." Indigenous women were sterilized by the Indian Health Service throughout the 1970s. Some were coerced with threats of losing welfare benefits. Others were never told what was done until they couldn't get pregnant later in life. This isn't just history. In California, between 2006 and 2010, nearly 150 incarcerated women were sterilized without proper consent. One doctor called it a cost-saving measure. In 2020, a nurse at the Irwin County Detention Center revealed that immigrant women were receiving hysterectomies they didn't understand or agree to. She called it an experimental concentration camp. Investigations confirmed the abuses, but the headlines faded quickly. One survivor said, "They took away my ability to be a mother, and they never even asked me." What began with a court ruling in 1927 lives on in shadows: hospitals, prisons, detention centers. The targets may change, the silence doesn't. Forced sterilization isn't a relic. It's a system that never fully stopped breathing. In the end, it's not just a war on bodies. It's a war on the right to choose who gets to have a future and who doesn't. Thank you again for joining the Silent Archives on another deep dive into our dark history. Like, share and subscribe. Stay safe everyone.